I'm sure I made a mistake on this. Ah, well. Well. What's happening? What's happening, people? What is happening? What is happening? Jeez, with a mic. What is happening? How we doing, people? Are we ready to rave? Are we ready to rave? Let's go. On the ones and twos. One, people. As we enter the chat, have I got my chat today? Have I got my regulars? Have I got my regulars coming through? I know I haven't been online for a few days, but I'm here. I'm here. Where's my chat? What we saying? Well, go on. Just one person today. Is that it? Oh, there's another 2 people in the chat. Are we ready? On the ones and twos. Let's go. Hey. Yeah, bastard. Hey. 2 people decided to say, oh, this geezer chatting was. It's wassing. Who's this phoning me now? Hello. Yep. What's your name? Text it me and I'll send you a text back and I'll let you know if it's run out or not. Cheers, thanks. Yeah, business that was 500 stuff. So what we saying? What are we saying? We're good, yeah? We good, yeah? Are we good? What are we on for today, people? What should we start with? Should we start with trolling China? China's online. Should I troll him? He's testing his new tech. He's got his stream deck thing. And he probably feels like he's important now. So I should just troll him, innit? Do you reckon I should just troll him? Should I troll him or not? Look, someone says, nah, forget that. He's on some boring-ish trolling China. That's boring as ow. Got himself out. Yeah, 2 more people came in. Should I troll him? Let's just see what he's doing. Let's just at least.
No, the Chinese shop is closed now. I carried on speaking to you guys. I got spaghetti at home. I was being that way. I've got spaghetti at home. I fully got spaghetti at home.
See, I told you, Time is going to be talking rubbish. He's talking about he got spaghetti at home. What's he talking about? Wait there, I'm going to troll him.
I got spaghetti at home, so no. Yeah, not spaghetti. I got spaghetti at home. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to eat that. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I've just been getting techie. My camera kept on overheating and locking off, but then I was like, it shouldn't do that. So now I've been over testing it. I changed the settings in it, and then now it's not overheating. So I'm streaming good. I'll see how long it goes. I'm gonna get another. It's A6400 Sony. It's a streaming cam. It's good. It's nice. But when it started doing that, I was like, hold on a minute. How did I spend this money? And they told me this is meant to do it, and now it's overheating. but I've sorted it out now, so it's all good. This is what I mean. I'm really getting nerdy with this tech. Whenever something goes wrong, I'm like, nope. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna YouTube this. We're gonna Google this, and we're gonna figure it out. And then I'm gonna sort it all out. So I have been, yeah, man. Definitely, like, even this angle of broadcasting that I'm doing, I like this angle of broadcasting because it makes it quite intimate. I like the fact that you can see the screen. I like that, you know what I mean? It makes,
I just said he's boring.
it gives you that feeling. You know what I mean? Oh, look, we got haters in here. Guys, we got a hater. Sinners Podcast, the world's most hating podcast. Hey, we got a hater. Like, Sinners Podcast is in the chat and they're hating. They saying it's boring. So you're here being bored. Get out of the chat. I think they left now already. They got in here to hate. Get out of here, man. They're calling me boring. I'm not boring. Hey, TikTok, can we get 10K likes, please? TikTok, can we get 10K likes, please? Let's rise that up. They're calling me boring, but they can get the hell out of here. They can get the hell out of here. Oh, he's still here. Still here hating. Still here hating. Big. Still here hating. Why's my phone ringing? Hold on.
See, he's just being silent. He's answering his phone. Like, come on, China, man. You need something a bit more exciting than this, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
My momsy. That's my momsy. My momsy. Waiting for some LV content. I'll be honest with you, there's gonna be no LV content today. Today was just about kind of, I was getting the tech, I was playing around with the tech. So now I've got all my buttons, set up on this. Solo shot can do the picture in picture. Where my buttons? That's when you wanna bring in another picture in picture. I can change loads of things. Full screen on what else? Can do the crop screen. This is when I wanna next camera. My guy, I've been playing around with it. So today I've been using the Stream Deck. Did you configure your Stream Deck to, like, did you configure it? Because I got all my icons now. Did you do that? I do that in your own time. I did that in my own time already. I did that in my own. I was doing that today. That's what I mean. What do you want me to talk about? I ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm gonna go eat. That's it. Don't waste our time with old tech. Sinners. Hey, TikTok, can we get 10K likes, please? He said, don't waste our time with old tech. Don't waste your time. That's funny. I'm quite annoyed that this is not working now. I've had this for a while. I feel like I kept dropping it and it's broken. You know what it is? When something doesn't work, now I'm gonna open it up. And then
let's see how he reacts to that.
That's what I'm gonna do. When something doesn't work, or it breaks. Send your audience to me and go make your African jerk chicken. Oh my gosh. Why go for the violence? Man are sending shots out here. Man said go make your African jerk chicken. Is that like Jamaican jollof? Is that like Caribbean jollof? Caribbean jollof. Caribbean jollof.
Hey, tell China to stop being boring, man. Well, we're not here for boring shit, man. You're supposed to be here for some, you know what I mean?
Caribbean jollof.
Look, he's still saying Caribbean jollof.
Caribbean jollof. Hey, 10K TikTok, please. 10K TikTok. So I'm saying, this setup is for the girls that say, "Oh, these man, just another microphones. They're talking on the mics, babes, honey. Before you start trying to diss men with microphones, you can't even afford it. You can't. Or maybe, well, you don't. Or if you could, you wouldn't.
Oh, China, give it a rest.
Leave us.
Nah, shout out China. I just love trolling him. You know how China gets in his serious bag and starts giving out his serious information. You gotta troll him, man.
Spend my money on microphones and computers and equipment. I shall spend it. Mind you, it's money I'm making off YouTube and content. But hey, if I want to spend this new money, I shall spend this new money how I see fit. What's your beef? What's your beef? If I wanna do up Trevor McDonald.
Oh, should I diss him about his beard and see what he does? Remember when the girl dissed his beard and he fucking went crazy on that? It went viral. Let me say something about his beard so see what he does.
Then let me do what I'm doing. Let me do what I am doing. Okay. That's all that's going on. When we're building, like, let me produce my Pop the Balloon shows. Let me produce my Jollof. Let me, because I put my money up. I decide that I want to do that, and I do it. And so far, I believe
I'm shook at the response.
Or to a standard at least. Do you understand? So what do you mean? What's going on with my beard? What's wrong with my beard? These guys always hating. This guy's a top hater. Can we get 10K, please? 10K on TikTok. 10K on TikTok so we can rise it up. Send your audience to me and go make your African jerk chicken. That's crazy. Go stream, bro. Go stream. Go stream, bro. Don't be a hater. Go stream, bro. Day, do I need a clipper? I mean, just Day, become a clipper and you just clip up everybody, and just clip up everybody and put it on your channel and make the money yourself. I don't mind. I don't hate on people clipping up my content. I don't copyright that. Just clip up the man them, and your channel will fly. Just clip up all the man them. Clip up all the LVC man them, low vibrational content man them. 10K on TikTok and we send you turkey for my beard. Nah, B, I don't need no turkey beard, bro. I'm secure. All you guys losing your hairline running to Turkey so they can put your bum fluff from your batty on your head. Top. Get me? What's wrong with you? You man are looking for hair follicles from anywhere. It's crazy. Nah, I'm all right. Thank you very much. Get me? Some of you guys don't want to go. You don't want to go bald gracefully. But me, I let my, you know what I mean? I let my beard's fine, patchy and all that. I like it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not a competition. Some of you hairy ass Donnies, it's not a competition. Yo, you're going live. Join my live when you're done. Nah, bro, I'm gonna eat something and go to sleep, man. I'm tired anyway. Do you get me? I've got a busy week.
All right.
Man said join my live when you're done. I ain't joining your live. Go live though. Big you up. Big up Sinners Podcast. Go. Big up Sinners Podcast. Big him up on that. You know what I mean? Big him up. Big up Sinners. Or big up Sinners every single time. That's the family. big up Sinners each and every time. That's the fam. You know what I mean? So yesterday I bought something and it broke, and then today my light broke. Everything broke. We got 10K. All right, man. 10K. Go watch Sinners podcast. Go subscribe to Sinners. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm absolutely shattered. Go subscribe to my channel. I'm back doing all the reaction videos again. We just had to go through a little something.
Right. So we're done with that now. Let's just took like 15 minutes of our life away that we can't get back. But big up China, same way. Big up China because he's on his graft. You get me? But we're here now. For some. To be honest with you, I just wanted to have a conversation, really, and just I haven't been alive for a bit, so just get back into the swing of things. First and foremost, if you haven't already watched the latest podcast episode, if you can see on there, I'm trying to have conversations a bit more structured. I'm going to work on the structure. I'm going to take more control of what's going on. The next episode that we've got coming on after this one is a bit more massacre. So as I'm saying this, you might think, but wait there, Speedy, the show that you got coming out the next week, it was a bit more massacre. But it was just because I didn't realize that I invited so many people the next week, and with everyone coming with bare agendas, just ended up being massacre. But I am going to take more control. I am going to figure out how to get more of the podcast and push it in a more structured way type thing. So I just letting you know my plans. Working on some other YouTube channels. I've got some new ideas that I want to really test out, but I'm not gonna really be trying to like go overboard with anything. I'm just gonna be doing the same thing, but just incorporating a lot of the skills that I've learned whilst doing this. But big up Audrey in the chat. Big up you. For years, the big conservative fantasy was Democrats would be all over Epstein files and it would be bring down the party. The reality is Trump's name appears more than any politician. And this is something that I've really been diving into. These Epstein files. It has been crazy. I've been going deep in, Remember the last time when we tried to do a deep dive into it, I didn't really understand like that. I did want to try and understand, but because, like if you don't really take time yourself out to really try and figure something out, it's hard to come onto stream and do it because there'll probably be a large majority that don't have a clue or care about it. And then there'll be another large majority that do. And they'll be thinking, this nigga don't know shit. So, big up Emily, is it Emmy London? This is why 50 Cent, my favorite rapper, I could never catch him there. Catch him on the island. Yeah. You never catch 50 Cent on the island. Is Diddy's name mentioned in there? Is it? Was Diddy's name mentioned in there? I know Jay-Z and Pusha T, but I don't know if they mentioned them. Did they? Should we start there? Do you want to start with some deep dive into the Epstein stuff? Because there's, with these files, so what I had to do, is I had to go back and figure out what the big fascination with this Epstein geezer. Yes, I knew he was a nonce. A lot of my favorite celebrity rappers, and they're chasing kids. That's mad. That's what I'm saying. So what I found out is that what I knew about it before is that, we know he's a nonce. And I just knew that he hung around with a lot of celebrities, and I did think it was like some big conspiracy ring of, satanic worship stuff, which I still do, But right now I understand a bit more structure to it because I went back and I watched a documentary on Netflix, which I tried to watch years ago, but I just wasn't really interested. Like the thought of watching something that's about like underage groom and stuff, like it just didn't, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't really resonate to me. Not to say like now it's like, oh yeah, now, you know what I'm saying? But because there's so much going on, I thought, I think I really need to find out what's going on. You get me? And I watched the documentary, seeing how it started. I just realized that he's just like a master manipulator, isn't he? He's just like a full-on master manipulator. And I feel like he makes his money off blackmail and just being able to be in certain rooms where I feel like he's like, I feel like he is as well. I think he's like a major spy. Like he's just like one of the biggest spies. I feel like all this thing works off blackmail and information. Do you get me? I feel like I'm sure like it seems like one of his jobs he got no qualifications, but he had a job working somewhere where you need to like have some degrees and rare. He was just getting in certain rooms and rare. And then he got into the like like the Wall Street type stuff, stock markets and all that. But it just seems to me like you'll just get to know people, get information, and then use that information to either make money or blackmail people to make money. So he's just like the ultimate blackmail geezer. And then all of a sudden he's just fallen upon, he's got to a certain age and then just thought to himself, I'm just a horny geezer, bruv. And I just want to do horny things with, yeah. And then he's just like got so big, he just feels above the law. He don't care about nothing. He's got so much connections, no one can't touch him. And if he's to make money, he's making more money off just the horrible things that he's doing. Mad geezer blood. But what it's led to is like creating a ring of people that either one, agree with what he's doing, or two, care so much about money. They're just looking past the fact that this geezer is just a nonce. You know what I mean? And there's conspiracy theories around whether he's still alive or not. Some people think he's still alive. Yes, football with ends. Wagwan. Some people think he's still alive. What do you lot think? I think it's a bit weird that he's ended up in that prison and then the camera shuts off. 2 minutes later, he's dead. But also, I'm sure he was working on a lot of stuff like cloning people and doing all these mad things. I don't know if they were conspiracies, but the geezer had a lot of money, bro. And he had a lot of powerful friends and he had a lot of people under blackmail. And I'm sure he must have had a contingency plan that if all went left, I'm going to disappear. You get it? But it's just mad to see that this geezer, after already being convicted of nonce stuff, still managed to have a whole island and people still associate themselves with him. And what's that woman's name? Ghislaine Maxwell. I've seen something here like this now. This is where it gets a bit mad for me. I've seen something like this. Bombshell email ties Ghislaine Maxwell to 9/11. I mean, like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean tied to 9/11? This is Epstein's right-hand woman. What do you mean an email tied to 9/11? Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Enjoy warmth with complete control. Choose electric. Choose Fisher Future Heat. With over...
Say, look, Cenk, you rail against mainstream media, legacy media all the time. But guys, I didn't think that they were part of an active cover-up. Like, I thought they got all their framing wrong, and it was partly because of the pressures and the different things that happened, like the advertisers, a lot of them are politicians and big pharma and defense contractors. I've explained to you all the things that are wrong with media in 100 different ways, but even I didn't expect this. Wait, there was a shadow 9/11 commission and there's not a single national media reporter that's interested in that? I'm not going to be quiet about this. In the Epstein files, we find 2 emails that are shocking. Now you're gonna say, wait a minute, aren't all the emails shocking? I mean, there's missing babies, there's torture videos that people are talking about, girls 9, 10, 11, it just couldn't get any worse. Until you found these 2 emails. Now these are gonna make you go, wait a minute, what in the world? And these are from the Justice Department's website, from the Epstein files, emails actually sent. So first one is to Ghislaine Maxwell. It's from Ed Epstein. Okay, interesting. Well, now that's not that surprising that Ed Epstein would be talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, but what's interesting is that's January 6th of 2003. And the subject is Shadow Commission invitation. Wait, what? And they say, any interest in being on the Shadow Commission on 9/11? The membership list is secret at Epstein. Wait, there was a Shadow Commission?
What do you mean? Can someone explain to me more about this? Are you telling me, that these guys was being pushed to be involved in the 9/11 stuff? Because who remembers that, bro? Don't you remember that was like crazy, bro? This is like before the internet was the internet and the planes crashing into the buildings. 9/11, that's 9/11. What do you mean? How are you getting emails about being on some kind of... Am I going mad here, blood? Or is this crazy?
Do we know about it? I don't know about it.
Or they're just chatting shit, because I don't know what to believe these days.
About that? Did you guys know about that? And of all people in America, they were asking Ghislaine Maxwell to be on the Shadow 9/11 Commission. So did that exist? What did they decide? Did they affect the apparently maybe not so real 9/11 Commission that we were spoon-fed? And who else was on this secret list that actually decided what was going to go in the 9/11 Commission report? And look, guys, at that point, even if you back in 2003, you don't know Ghislaine Maxwell's working with Jeffrey Epstein, Ed Epstein knows that she's working with Jeffrey Epstein. And let's say that he somehow miraculously doesn't know what Jeffrey and Ghislaine are up to. But Ghislaine Maxwell is Robert Maxwell's daughter. Robert Maxwell is not just a generic,
and she's supposed to be like a spy as well, isn't
it? Israeli spy. He's the Israeli spy that stole our nuclear secrets. And
you see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways that you can take this stuff. You gotta remember, when you see stuff like this, you can relate it all the way back to your own situations. People lie and cover up things in your own situations. Like your mom and dad would have lied and covered up certain things. Like when you was a kid, they lied to you and told you Santa Claus was real and he was dropping off flipping presents. Do you get it? And we're still getting lied to now, bruv. You get what I'm saying? We don't know what's real and what's not real. You get me? And when you see tragic events like that, I know there's been lots of conspiracy around it. It's like, what is the truth, bro? How do we find the truth? Or do we even want to know the truth? Do you even want to know the truth? You get what I'm saying? What is the truth going to do for us?
You're going to put her on a secret 9/11 Shadow Commission? And so what's amazing, the second one is email that I'm gonna share with you is arguably even more amazing. But how is this not national news everywhere? So
you see what I'm saying? Like, this geezer seemed mad shocked, bro. But it's like what I'm starting to realize now is if people don't want to push an agenda, you just won't know what's going on. It doesn't matter who's reporting on it. Like the main news channels are all run by the government type shit. And if they ain't pushing it, it doesn't matter about all these little other channels and independent news reports. I don't know. I think like our brains is just gonna not think it's real, or the masses ain't gonna. So the news just won't travel. You get what I'm saying? Am I talking rubbish? I just feel like 9/11. How these people, like they must have been up to some serious stuff. There must be some the things that we don't know that's going on is mental, like, and it's just not even just that my man is just an absolute nonsense. There's like what, like, yo, the geezer was fucking majorly networking and majorly bringing people into his whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? The connections and the network that he had, the power that he had, bro, is ridiculous. I can't think of can you like even think of another villain with so much power, like throughout the years? Is there anyone with any as big a villain as him, other than like, let's say like Hitler then? Is anyone even there? Is anyone talking to me? How am I talking rubbish? Sometimes I get caught in these webs of fucking watching some of these things, yeah. And it just blows my mind so much. But it might not even be what you are interested in. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy to know that we're living in a world and we actually don't know the world that we're living in. You know what I mean? And what you think is life and what you're supposed to be doing is not actually nothing compared to what's going on. You know?
What's happened to me in the last week or so is that my eyes have been open.
Yes, me. I'm doing some more Epstein digging, you see. I found some stuff on Ghislaine Maxwell, and true, she's still alive and she's in the jail cell. Technically, yeah. It means that whatever could be uncovered in the world or whatever secrets they had on people could still be revealed. So that's making me think, was Epstein actually killed or is he still alive? Because realistically, couldn't this girl just snitch and say everything? Why is she still alive and he's dead? Or did like what, like, you know what I'm saying?
To how much deception is in establishment media. And if you watch the Young Turks regularly, you can say, look, Cenk, you rail against mainstream media, legacy media all the time. But guys, I didn't think that they were part of an active cover-up. Like I thought they got all their framing wrong, and it was partly because of the pressures and the different things that happen, like the advertisers, a lot of more politicians and big pharma and defense contractors. I've explained to you all the things that are wrong with media in 100 different ways, but even I didn't expect this. Wait, there was a shadow 9/11 commission and there's not a single national media reporter that's interested in that and has done a story about it.
It just makes me think COVID as well, like that was rubbish. That was absolute rubbish, bro. The reason why that happened, I don't know, but there was no COVID, nothing.
Okay, now let me give you the second email. Also to Ghislaine Maxwell, this time from a guy named Philip Levine, and God forbid anybody should ask who he is. This one's date is even more important. September 18th, 2001, a week after 9/11. And the email reads, where is the real pilot?
If you're in your 30s, this one's for you. Salon gels are so damaging and regular nail polish chips after just a couple of days. I've finally found a real game changer. The best part is the removal. In 1 minute, it's gone. No acetone, no scraping, no damage. Just wipe and move on. It gives you the durability and shine of a gel, but with a clean formula and gentle removal. It cures instantly under LED and stays flawless for up to 12 days. And the routine couldn't be easier. Base, color, top coat, cure each layer under the lamp, and you're done. The result speaks for itself, a glossy, even finish with a...
What? I was in a bit of a warp then.
Whoa. What is that? Where's the real pilot? A week after 9/11? And that email's...
Come on. Where's the real pilot? What do you mean by that? Why are you getting emails saying that? And are all these emails and all these things real? I don't know what's real and not real. I need some help in understanding it. So people need to help me.
I was going to Ghislaine Maxwell. If you don't think this is an interesting story, you're not a journalist. If you're covering up this story, you're not a journalist. Well, literally no one in corporate media is covering this. So apparently there are 0 journalists in legacy media, none. I mean, but it's beyond that. There's no one who doesn't think that this is interesting. It doesn't mean that you can't disprove it. I don't know how you would, but I know what you would do. You would do investigative reporting, and you would try to figure out, wait, that's super interesting. What do they mean, real pilot? Could it be the biggest coincidence in human history that they don't mean 9/11, even though it's a week after 9/11, and you're emailing someone who's very, very likely an Israeli spy? But it's a different pilot from a different plane, maybe. But that's when you would have to do journalism and you would have to investigate it. And you would find this remarkable and you'd want to look into what the hell was the Shadow Commission? Why is someone asking Ghislaine Maxwell where the real pilot is? But we've got literally none of that from our national media. So, okay, I mean, it forces us to wonder, are you in on it?
Avon Barksdale, this is deep and it's messed up. It is deep, bro. It is majorly deep. Like, you've got to really think about it. Like, I don't think a lot of people have even scratched the surface. Yes, my man was a kiddie fiddler. Do you get what I'm saying? But, like, if you're able to get past that, how did he become such a massive one that felt like he could get away with anything? How was he allowed to get in that position? Do you get it? What about this man wanted to do some messed up things and not care about the moral side of things, not care about the law? You know what I mean? The law side of things is a bit easier for us to fucking understand because we don't all abide by the laws. You get what I'm saying? Now, the moral side of things is different because a lot of us ain't doing that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's people that do that shit. Do you get what I'm saying? But it just seems like he just specifically got a kick out of it. But other than that, he was able to just make, come on, you got a whole island, bro. And you just mixing and mingling with everyone. How do you just get to do that, bro? Huh? How people know, and then they're on it. I just don't understand. How are you even getting kids onto the island? And brother, why? And then, like, all of these files that's coming out with different people involved, it's just mental.
I mean, if you told me even a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the entire national media will find out that 9/11 might not have happened in the way that we think, and they'll bury it, even though it would be the most interesting. I mean, this has got Pulitzer.
That's what I'm saying. It's the truth. It just will get buried. They don't want us to know the truth, bro. That's the thing. So it's as much as like you got on, like, I don't really watch like BBC News and all that anyway. But if you are, then you're brainwashed to believing that the world is a certain way that it actually ain't, bro, and it's crazy. You get me? But to know the truth, I don't know. I don't know I don't know how we can get to know the truth, though. You get me?
Surprise.
Truth is out there somewhere, but it's also shrouded in a lot of lies, a lot of bullshit, and a lot of people monetizing off crap stories. You get me? And then somewhere in between is the truth.
Written all over it. The most interesting story there is what actually happened on 9/11. And they're like, nope, we're not interested in it.
Big lesson, you can't trust nobody, bro. That is it.
No, okay. That's full mask off. I don't trust anyone in national media anymore. And I don't think it's done at the reporter level, but the editors, the publishers, the producers on cable news, the executives. So you see this and you don't do it. You forbid. I assume. I mean, is there not a single journalist who's like, guys, we got to do a report on this?
You see what it is. You see what it is, and what I've kind of figured out is in the mainstream. Yeah, you've got two options. You've got the corrupt and the able to be corrupted, and the non-corrupt. You get what I'm saying? Two separate people, bro. And the ones that are corrupt basically pull the strings and run the world, innit? And the ones that are non-corrupt are just left in the dark and just think they're working their way up the ladder in something that they'll never, ever achieve because you're just not corrupt. You know what I mean? Like, you're limited to how far you can go because we can't give you the corrupt information. You get what I'm saying? And then when you find out something, yeah, that you're not supposed to, yeah, if you know too much, you're either going to end up probably dead or you're going to get sacked or you're just going to get a door shut on you. You know what I mean?
Well, that would be also remarkable. My guess is there were at least a couple that were like, can we do a story on this? This looks like the most remarkable story we've ever seen. And apparently they were told, no, you're not allowed to do a story on that. That is incredibly strange. And so now I said she's almost certainly an Israeli spy, not just because her dad was the legendary spy, and not just because our government seems to be protecting Israel.
How did these two link up? Because she's from England as well, and my man's from New York. So what is the link? Is the link through some kind of some spy link up thing? I wonder if I put it in, yeah, would it come up? Let me see. Wait a minute. How did you see when it comes to these spellings of these things, yeah? I'm all over the place. How do you spell her name again? Flip's sake. She's got one of them mad spelling names, bro. Ghislaine. Help me with the spelling, please, people, because, oh yeah, G-I-S. G-H-I-S. Did... I don't even know if anything's gonna come up with this one. We'll see now.
Robert Maxwell's body was found floating in the Atlantic Ocean near his yacht, the Lady Ghislaine. Named after his favorite daughter, of course. In the aftermath of his mysterious death, it was revealed that he had committed a massive fraud, plundering hundreds of millions of pounds from his company's pension funds to prop up his failing empire. The Maxwell name was ruined. The family faced public disgrace and financial collapse. It was at this moment of extreme vulnerability that Ghislaine Maxwell, stripped of her status and security, moved to New York City. There, she would meet another wealthy, powerful, and controlling man who would step directly into the psychological void left by her father. Yes, that became a partnership forged in scandal. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein met in New York shortly after her father's death. Theirs was not a simple romance, but a strategic and symbiotic merger. Epstein had amassed a fortune, but he lacked the social pedigree to access the highest echelons of global power. Maxwell, despite her family's public disgrace, possessed an inherited Rolodex with the effortless social grace of the
Because they do say that he was antisocial, isn't it, Epstein? So you reckon she was like the real brains? There's always a mad woman behind it, ain't it? You know what I mean? Like us men will get the blame for it. She'll just be labeled as a victim of his. But she was a spy and her dad. But by the way that my man's saying it, he's like, let me see. What was the dad's name again? Robert. Is it Robert Maxwell? Robert Maxwell. Right there.
I wanted to find out who Maxwell really was and how he built such an empire. You know, Maxwell was keen to let everyone know he was a decorated war hero. But his life in post-war Berlin is where things got very shady. He runs a very, very lucrative black market operation, buying and selling cigarettes and nylons and all chewing gum, food, everything. He is the heart of taking goods from zone to zone and putting the cash in his pocket. And Maxwell was someone who wants power, who wants influence, who wants wealth, who wants to change the world.
See this? Power, influence. She's probably learned all this stuff from her dad. Her dad's probably told her, listen, darling, the way to run the world is through power and influence. Yeah? You link up with a powerful man and you be the powerful woman behind him. It doesn't matter what that man wants to do. You help him to get it done.
He goes across the Russians, declares himself, gets on very well with them, and establishes good connections. He becomes a KGB agent.
Maxwell was a special person. He was received in our highest spheres. In our parlance, it was called an useful official relation. So that meant that a foreigner can be useful to us as a person who would have an access to some information and who would willingly or unwillingly share it with us.
See, he's just a spy, bro. And this is what's making me more think that these were just like Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were just spies, bro, with information on people. And the way that they made their finances was to extract information and, monetize it basically.
At the same
And then it just meant that even the whole sex ring of things that they're doing, the more people they could get entangled in their little sadistic things, is the more money that they can make and the more power that they had against people. And for men in particular, it's easy to get them by the balls because, a lot of people think with their penis, you get me? No lava. But even more so, if you, I don't know how you're approaching people to do stuff with minors or people, how people could even just be associated with you and you've got that on your name, bro. Like, this world is just crazy, blood.
time, he presents himself to MI6 and he says that he's established amazing connections with leading scientists all over the world. Unbelievably, what he really wanted was MI6 to finance him to start a publishing company.
It was obvious that he'd been doing odd things for MI6 in Germany already, and he suggested that we should subsidize him to buy a book business. I don't know of any other case. I was certainly never involved in any other case of MI6 buying a business for anybody.
He's both working for British intelligence and Russian intelligence.
Look at this.
No loyalties other than
No loyalties. Her dad, she looked for a man. Yeah. Just like her dad. She must have knew what she was going to fucking New York for, bro. Yeah. And she's the mastermind behind it, bro. You know? She's probably even... Mate. You see women, bro. You see, like, was he even a man with like that once young gal before he even knew her, blood? Because listen to what they're saying how her dad was, bro. And it seems like she's like in a similar mode to her dad, like where she was a spy. But what did she go? You think she just went to New York and just met him? She must have knew what she was looking for. She must have.
to himself.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like I'm going to start doing a lot more deep dives into this, yeah. Whether you like it or not, yeah. I've started to take an interest to this because it's just about I feel like there's a thin line between psychopaths, yeah, and geniuses. And I feel like this here was definitely on the side of psychopathic. Definitely, you know. But, you know, to make some of the things happen, there had to be a level of genius applied. You get me? And it's like wide open. So it's very interesting to figure out how you got to such a position of power, yeah, and money without, you know what I mean? There's probably so many people that's probably even tried to even remotely be similar to this, and they'll just fail at the first hurdle. They'll be in jail or they get fucking killed or something just for being disgusting. You know what I mean? But this guy, yeah, has master manipulated himself to the top of the world. I'm thinking that he's above every fucking thing, bro. And not caring. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't think he really cared about being caught. I don't think he's dead. Let me look into some of these conspiracies of whether he's dead or not. Epstein fake death. Are you not going to even talk today, like, or are you just going to leave me to just do this on my own? Okay, Chat Loris has got something. And Epstein's fake death claims explode after former Prince Andrew's ex says he escaped. Let's see what he's saying here.
A royal-linked bombshell has just detonated in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Prince Andrew's former girlfriend, British socialite Lady Victoria Hervey, now claims the disgraced financier never died in prison and instead escaped in a secret operation. During a live conversation with LBC presenter Tom Swarbrick, Hervey stunned listeners by saying,
"Bro, all right, Blakes, don't do that to me. I have... You know what? Because Blakes is trying to show me up. Switch account.
A royal-linked bombshell has just detonated in the Jeffrey Epstein saga.
I just couldn't be bothered to switch account, bro. I have premium. Okay.
Andrew's former girlfriend, British socialite Lady Victoria Hervey, now claims the disgraced financier.
Shout Blakes, though. All right, Blakes, have you looked into this Epstein shit? It's mad. Crazy, bro. There's so many different ways that you can go in this thing, bro. So many different emails. Yes, I'm stunting. Yes, I am stunting. Yes, I am.
Never died in prison and instead escaped in a secret operation. During a live conversation with LBC presenter Tom Swarbrick, Hervey stunned listeners by saying she does not believe Epstein is dead at all. As reported by The Express, she insisted the official suicide ruling does not add up and hinted at a far darker plot behind the scenes.
See, and this is what I think. Like, if this geezer had so much power, yeah, and it seems like the power is in his favor, yeah, he must have had contingency plans for death, if you get what I'm trying to say. There's no way that he's just going to kill himself, bro. He was too confident. Yeah, it was on the island still, but he got a bit techie and, you know, Epstein was moving a bit mad, so I just had to bang him in the face and swim off there. But yeah, I went on the island and I thought he was for something else, bro. Then my gal caught me and I had to go home. She clipped me by my ear. Yeah, I didn't see Michael Jackson there still, but maybe I did see one very pale geezer though. You know what I mean?
When pressed by the host, Lady Hervey doubled down. She claimed Epstein may have been secretly swapped out of his jail cell and replaced with another body. According to The Express's account of the interview, she referenced a long-running internet theory involving what she described as a trip van used to extract him. Hervey suggested the escape was organized at a level far beyond a simple prison failure, calling it an intricate operation rather than a coincidence. Her most explosive claim came next. Lady Hervey said she believes Epstein could currently be alive in Israel. The remark instantly revived years of conspiracy speculation.
See what I'm saying? What do you mean still alive and in Israel? You get what I'm saying? Does anyone know what his actual link is to there? Like, why would he be there? Because, like I said, you can't believe everything. Now more than ever, I just know that you can't believe everything that you see on the news and this and that. And watching a lot of the information that I've already seen, like I've seen that 2 days before as well, 2 days before he's supposed to have committed suicide, he got his will sorted, innit? And he transferred all his will to the islands. So no victims can get no money or no nothing. But come on, I don't like from how he got nabbed. Oh, is that what it is? He's a Jew spy, like one of them big, like it, and these people, you can't even speak on them, bro. They're powerful, bro. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's just made out to me. Like it's like, yo, the power that they hold, you just get shut down. Do you get what I'm saying? Like someone will probably come and kill me now. You get what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm raw scared. I'm scared.
Surrounding his 2019 death. Epstein was officially declared dead after guards found him unresponsive inside the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York. As widely documented and reiterated in Express reporting, he was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges when he was discovered hanging off the side of his bed. The circumstances surrounding that night were riddled with irregularities. Surveillance cameras malfunctioned. Guards reportedly failed to perform required checks. Former Attorney General William Barr later described the incident, in comments quoted by The Express, as a perfect storm of screw-ups. Those failures led to senior prison officials being fired, but for many observers, the explanation never fully closed the case. Suspicion hardened into conspiracy. One theory traces back to an anonymous 4chan post written before Epstein's death became public. The poster claimed to be a prison guard and alleged that bodies were switched, and Epstein...
What do you believe? What do you like? Do you believe that he's dead?
Epstein was driven away in a van. According to The Express, Lady Hervey believes newly released Epstein emails give weight to that anonymous claim. She pointed to one message suggesting a guard witnessed suspicious movement of bodies and insisted that person should be formally questioned. Hervey told the LBC audience she had personally read one of the emails included in the Epstein document releases. She argued it raises serious questions about what actually happened inside the facility. As summarized in Express coverage, she said the guard mentioned in the email could hold critical answers, implying the official narrative may not be the full story. Adding another layer of controversy, Lady Hervey addressed the fact she is named 23 times in the Epstein files. Instead of distancing herself, she framed inclusion as a sign of social power. The Express reports she claimed Epstein surrounded himself with elite figures and suggested not appearing in the documents would almost be embarrassing, a remark that triggered immediate backlash online. Her comments have now reignited global debate over a case many thought had settled into history. There is no verified evidence supporting an escape. Yet the mixture of prison errors, missing footage, and unanswered questions continues to fuel doubt. Coming from someone tied to Prince Andrew and repeatedly named in Epstein records, Lady Victoria Hervey's claims have added a royal...
You know what? You know when Epstein met Andrew, yeah? And he's seen out what a horny bastard he was. Am I fasting? Why is this? Is this? No, I'm not fasting, you know, bro. But why is this? Is this like too much for if you're fasting? Is that what it is? And when you bring Stay Fresh on, shout Stay Fresh and tell them to come on. Yeah, Saf's back in Brum. Shout him and say, yo, when you going on the Sinners? Yeah, shout him and ask him. But you made me lose my trail of thought now, man. What was I talking about? Yeah, when he met Andrew, yeah, he must have thought to himself, yo, this geese is a dirty bastard. Nah, there's no attitude, bro. I ain't got no attitude. There's no beef. I haven't got no beef. I'm just telling you to put the things in motion. Yeah, shout these up and tell them to come on. Because if I tell them to come on, it doesn't end up happening. So I'm saying, yeah, if you shout them, there might be more of an incentive. You get me? But anyways, he must have thought, yo, this one is going to be easy. Send him a few of them ones. And then I've got the royal family on Smash where I'm going to blackmail them for everything. Like, I ain't going nowhere. Anytime I need anything, I've got, you know what I mean? The power of the king and queen of the UK or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Just off the back of the brother being a dirty bastard. You know what I mean? There, because he just look like, when you watch the documentary, he just looks like a horny geezer that's just, yo, any females for me? You know what I mean? Like, and he must have thought, and that's when my man's thought, yo, I've hit the jackpot with this one. And with the guy that owns Victoria's Secret, how's he gave him so much money, blood? He's got him up. He's got him by the balls. But like I said, I feel like the Ghislaine woman has played a major role, blood. She has played a major role, blood. I don't know what to believe with the modern day media. I'm not going to... Bro, it's mental. You don't know what to believe. Like, bro, it comes... It's, you know what? It's so bad that a tragic incident could come up now and I'm going to say to myself, meh, I don't even know if that's the truth. You get it? It's gone mental, bro. The world as you know it and what you've grown up to know is not what it seems, blood.
Dimension to an already volatile mystery. Whether dismissed as fantasy or treated as a hidden truth, one thing is clear. The Epstein story refuses to die.
And so, like, yeah, it's just a lot more. It's just there's a lot more to this than just about fucking nonsense shit, bro. That's just the top tip of the iceberg. The disgusting side of it. But these like were creating situations that are beyond like law, beyond the, you know what I mean, like what's going on in this world, and it was able to just get away with a lot, bro. A lot. Like there's a lot of people that's like similar. I don't know what you call these people, but think about Pablo Escobar, bro, and what he was trying to do in Colombia. You know what I mean? He was trying to run the government by getting links within there, like blackmailing as well, threatening with, you know, the power that he had in the streets with the drugs and all that. You get me? So this is not, it's not like it's nothing new. And also, you think those people weren't messing with kids as well? They was. You get me? It's just like, what is it with these people and power and you know what I mean? Like, it's like beyond, they don't care, bruv, about what we would care about at all. You know what I mean? It's not about money for them. It's just simply power. And for these specific people, you're getting drunk off power that is like, I don't know, like evil, basically. Do you remember that Lee Rigby situation? From that moment, I thought something's not right. How did a small dude just cut off a man's head out in the open and no one even... Yeah, that was mental. That was mental. They just butchered the geezer, blood. Just butchered him in the roadside and then stood on all the cameras with their bloody hands. Like, this is life. It's crazy. This guy caused Brexit in 2016. Epstein did. Too much money sends him mad. He caused Brexit. Did he? I'd have to find out more. Can you tell me more about that, bro? Should I find it? Can I find that out? Actually, I don't even know if I want to find it out, you know. Because I don't really care about Brexit, to be honest with you. I'm not like that. What's this, yeah? Vlad exposes. So wait there. Academics is talking about the Jay-Z and fucking thingy thing. Let me just quickly go into what he's saying here, and then after that, yeah, I might go back into some. I haven't watched as well in a long time. RTM Podcast. I haven't watched any Clues videos. Like I gotta stay in touch with the UK culture as well as doing this Epstein stuff. You get what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna keep up with this on a daily basis, even if I don't stream about it. I am keeping up with it because it is mad, and it's just opening my eyes to what the world is. What's your opinion about conspiracy theories, Illuminati, Freemason? See, back in the day when they used to talk about Freemason and Illuminati and Triangle and all those things, I used to think to myself, people that believe this shit are just idiots type thing. But nah, bro. Consistently, Jay-Z's name's been mentioned in this Illuminati stuff for years, bro, and then now he's getting linked to all the things that you shouldn't be linked to if that's not true. You get it? And he's just like, there's too many things that just too, it's too fishy, bro. But I just there's something there, but I just don't know what it is and how mythological it is. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put it, like, you gotta look at it, you gotta bring everything back down to your own level. Like, when you're in the streets, there's gonna be people that have their own circles of making money, yeah, and resources, and they're gonna keep you out of them for whatever reason. And there's people that probably do have certain ways of initiating people that would hold them into a certain gang, but you probably make money, but you can't get out of it either. Do you get what I'm saying? So if it's like that on a smaller street level, why wouldn't it be like that on a bigger level? Do you get it? It's like a game of Chinese whispers, one truth and a bag of lies. Yep. A bag of cover-ups, in it. One bag of cover-ups.
They get appointed, they win an election. What list? What y'all talking about? Wait, hold on now. Hold on. We ain't that stupid now. Yeah, there's a point. There's a point. Just look at the parallels, people. There's a point where Trump Trump called people stupid. He said, look.
Instead of talking about the great achievements, we've had a great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement.
Nah, bro, what's that? Have you seen academics WAC 10069 hang me? Nah. Can you show me? Send me a link.
They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4
They're giving us all the excuse. He died
years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it.
You see the thing with Trump here? You can tell Trump is a liar. Yeah. And you can tell that he's on some gangster shit, bro, in terms of like, yo, he's making, bro, he's probably bringing in bricks to fucking America from Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, he's dodgy, blood. Do you get what I'm saying? He's dodgy. Like, he's a straight up liar, blood. Dodgy. But because you know that, yeah, it's easier to resonate with him than someone that acts like they're not dodgy, because anyone that becomes resonant is going to have to be dodgy. They're not going to give you all the proper information, are they? They're going to be doing some dodgy stuff. But he is just dodgy. And I think that works for people that, like, I don't know, there's like, it's just on a human level. You know what I mean? America runs the world, but America gets away with murder. They do get away with murder. And they do run a large majority of the world. But it seems like China and such countries are, you know what I mean, technological. They are winning the race in like technological ways. If America didn't have Elon Musk, it'd probably be way behind, bro. And that's where a lot of the war is going to be won, with the latest tech and keeping up with that, you know. Saltly in the house once again. Is that you, Saltly, bro? Is Marlo Salt? Is that your name, Marlo Saltly? Big up Marlo Saltly in the building. Bro, in the building again. Mad again. Saltly, what we've been doing is we've just been diving into this Epstein stuff, you see.
It's straight to it. So yesterday, there was a tweet sent out by DJ Vlad. If you don't know, DJ Vlad he's a Russian Jewish individual that runs the YouTube channel, very popular YouTube, independent hip hop media channel called DJ Vlad TV. He's interviewed some of the most iconic, some of the most controversial people within Black culture, and just
How's my thing froze? What's this? Oh, man. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. It's frozen, I think. And he was just about to explain some shit, man. It's like they didn't want us to hear it, what he was going to say. Exit page. Yeah, it's like they didn't want us to hear what was going to be said. They cut it off before. They cut it off before we could hear what was going to be said.
achievements we've had. A great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years.
They're giving us all the excuse. He died
years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part
hoax, huh?
Is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people.
Where does that sound familiar?
All right, quickly.
And people who believe this, they're stupid.
All right, quickly, give us your best top three flush roll freestyles. In no particular order. Safs, Raiders, and Sox.
They're stupid. So that happens, and we're like, nah, man, something's up. Something's up. We need it. You campaigned that you was going to give it to us.
Lava for all three of your responses. Yeah? All three of them. Oh my God, you're getting worse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look what you're saying, bro. Lava. Fire. Fire. Mental.
You put these people as appointed people in the DOJ that they're going to deliver to us.
Sorry, I'm just putting I'm going to show the comment on here so you lot want to know what I'm firing up. You can see what UK Clip Farming said. He said Socks is hard. Safs is hard. And then he proceeds to say, I know my shit. Fire! Fire! Mental.
We don't want to talk about the economy. We don't give a fuck about Venezuela. We don't give a damn about Israel. We don't give a damn about Ukraine. We don't give a damn about China. Fuck Taiwan and fuck all these other niggas. Give us what we need. Where's the Epstein files? And then we hear this bullshit. Hold on. No, I got to go to the original ones.
The DOJ says it found no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, concluding Epstein did not maintain a client list that he used to traffic underage girls.
Another one. Word salad and playing up on words. You see how Vlad came on here? He said, who would try to bribe a judge? Like, who would actually pay for murder for hire? That's Lil Durk stuff. You see, that's the fool the masses in saying, well, you guys are too much into believing. It's not about the actual accusations. It's about something stinks. So they come out time and time again, y'all are crazy. Y'all are stupid. Then they come out and say, there ain't nothing there. You know what happens afterwards? Well, now it gets political. They realize this shit people really care about. Democrats and Republicans alike say, yo, no, hold on, man. Let's make a law. This is what we got to see everything.
Yeah, Joella's been on the podcast before. Rest in peace, Joella.
Now we get this bullshit right here. Let me see if I can find a short. I want to play the whole thing.
President Trump signing a long-awaited bill forcing the DOJ to release its files on the late notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein within 30 days. Now, there will be some exceptions to what's actually released.
Now, Pam Bondi.
I wonder what's not been released and whose name's really been covered up.
Attorney General Kash Patel over here, FBI Director. They the one who told us ain't shit really there. Now, here's the funny part. Let's play a little bit more.
As the Attorney General can redact files to protect victims' privacy and also withhold info that would jeopardize an active federal investigation if one begins. The documents
they give them the outs. Oh, well, you could redact and withhold information if y'all are investigating.
So now they're making it seem like there could be more investigations. There ain't no investigations. You're just making sure your names are clean and your brethren's.
Well, basically, it tells us you'll never really get the real truth because we'll just say we're investigating them and close the investigation before we get out of office. That if you come back 4 years later saying, what about the other files that y'all didn't release now because you were investigating? Could you tell us what those are? You look stupid. Right? Remember, it's all about making people questioning look stupid. Okay, so that happens. Then we get after, the 30 days thing happens. So Trump signs the thing.
Well, 3 million pages now from the Epstein files have been released by the Justice.
Didn't they say there was no credible shit up in this? 3 million.
Justice Department.
Videos.
You see why? Hey, chat, I can't keep telling y'all. Just trust.
3 million files, bro. Just know that this Epstein geezer was not a stupid geezer, bro. That's it. Yeah. He knew what he was doing. He knew how much evidence that he needed to keep. Yeah. And he just knew how he would be perceived as a kiddie fiddler. He's not stupid, blood. Yeah. It's just, he also knew how to manipulate the world and what he wanted to get out of it, bro. Yeah. And I feel like there's still a lot more to come in terms of things to find out, things that's going to come out of the woodwork. And it's not going to be pretty at all. I'm Raider, the geezer kid which said, come and see these big, them man are shit. Put them in toilet and then flush this. Okay, yeah, man. Raider lyrics, yeah, man. Yep, Epstein is still alive like Tupac. But that's it for Epstein for today. Yeah, let me just go on to some of the normal shit. I haven't watched the Clue video in time, so I seen him getting that young spray. And what's this? Oh, that's an old one. I wanted to see this one. I haven't seen this one. Simon, aka it's about it. Dangles and following gigs. What? Yeah, I guess Ray would be mad at that, wouldn't he?
What are we doing here? You know, Sunday vibes. We're back again, man. Everyone get ready for Monday. Another week. We go again. Salute to everybody that's locked in to the morning segments.
Have you watched this? You watch Clue's 8 o'clock drops? You know what's mad? Yeah, is that we're just drawn to controversy because I watched the 8 o'clock. I watched the 8 o'clock ones, yeah. But I'll see the titles on the morning ones where he's trying to talk some real shit, and I'll have to be in the mood to watch it. It's fucked, isn't it? It's fucked because that's the one where he's being more open and should be more honest and rare. But this is the one where he's fucking, gossiping and all that shit. But we just get drawn to this shit, bro. It's fucked.
Holding the meds, you know the vibes. But first and foremost,
my opinion on the young Philly situation is why, sir. That's it, bro. That's just my opinion. Why?
Almost, where's my manners? Salute to my audience. Hope you and the folks are good. Salute to the prayers them. Prayers them, Probably like 40-something% of you lot praying. Ain't even subscribed. Just subscribe, innit? Normal. Crazy.
I'm going to get a drink to just hold on there a second. All right.
Peacefully. Now, salute to Kid and Chinks. How could I forget to salute to the folks and that for their show that they did. And it's good to see, people in this content space are doing shows, putting on little events and that where they got their their supporters turning up, endorsing it. I get it still. I get it. Some people like criticize like why you would do something so small. I don't agree with that. I think it's great. I think keep doing that. Grow your audience. I think a live audience is special. If you got people forwarding out just to listen to you guys live, that's epic. Long may that continue for you lot. Sorry. I heard it was a good night. There's another one, I believe.
Yeah, the Kid and Chinks live show was a good night. Very good night. I think they're doing the next one next month, innit? We're going to roll down there still.
7th of March, so people check them out. Look out for that. Cold, man. I've definitely seen Margs, No Behavior lot do that. Salute to Loons, Beanosh, you done know. I think it's good. I remember Tricky used to do it now and then. I'm sure he had a great one he did. Was it with Dame Dash or something? So, yeah, I know. Is it 3 shots of tequila? They do it. I'm expecting 90s Baby to start doing stuff like that. Have I seen any?
Sinners. He's not going to say Sinners, but we've had 2 live shows. And we've incorporated Blind Date, Pop the Blue. No, sorry, we've had 3. We've had 3 live shows.
Anybody else do them kind of things, live shows? I feel like Simon and Dangles could do a live show. It'd probably be cold. But you'd have a section with all sorts of foil in afterwards, all sorts of needles.
We've had Young Spray on our live show.
Over, buddy. Yeah? All sorts of trash. You know, all sorts of smells in the air. And some of them is not from burning things. It's from body odor. It's over, buddy. Yeah, because where they stand, there's no form of water. But
oh, hey, yo, UK clip farming. Don't do me like that. I need a drink. Yes, blood. What do you mean? What did you want me to come back with, Sinners Vodka? No, blood. It's Sunday. I was parched, bro. I'm just thirsty. So I grabbed the bottle of water. Yes, brother. You can't be like that, blood.
They would have a good live show. I think it's something they should look into. Now, other things might happen there. You know what I'm trying to say, but allegedly. But yeah, I support it, man. I just want to take this time out to say salute to all of you that are doing that. I think it's amazing to see. I think it's cold. I see Annie was down there. Salute to her. I see Sinner Speedy was down there. Salute to him.
Bro, big up.
Traveling from Brum down there. That shows support. So again, man, you would have seen that, you know, me and homegirl Cream chopped it up. And shout out to Math as well, sister. You're done now. Salute to both of you. And that's what I think it's about. It's just about seeing who's in the content space and seeing who you can catch a vibe with and sharing audiences to help things maybe grow. I know there's a lot of like bad taste in people's mouths when it comes to content space, and a lot of
lava
people think, you know, oh, they only do it for this and oh, they only do it for that. But the reality is respect the entrepreneurship within it. I hope I said that right. All sorts of words. Yeah, people are just trying to pattern, man. It's a business at the end of the day, especially if you can find yourself monetized, if you can find yourself generating income, then that's a business.
Hang on a minute. UK keep farming. Are you here to cause problems and trouble? First it's the water. Now you're saying what? I can't believe on that Tornadoes podcast you never put Saf as the king of Brom. Proper Judas Pagan Speedy LOL. Who did I put? I can't remember that now. Who did I put as the king of Brom? Who did I put as the king of Brom? Huh? Who did I put as the king of Brom? I would like to know. I can't remember. But if I did put someone as king of Brom over Saf, it's because, and we're talking about music, it's because Saf should be the king. But, you know, would I say his focus has been 100% on music? No, it hasn't. He's too sick with it, bro. And if you leave your audience needing more material from you and you don't give them, how can I give him that? You had a different category. I think you put JK. See what I'm saying? And if I put JK, I wouldn't put JK as king of Brum right now. Because once again, I'm waiting for material from JK that I ain't got. He's not dropping. But at that time, I think maybe he had the whole Commonwealth thing going on. And he had an album dropping that still hasn't dropped yet. You get me? So, like, come on, bro, man. What do you want me to do? Just buy your shit, bro. I like to tell the truth, bro. You get what I'm saying? I rate my brethren highly, but some of them just don't put in enough work for the talent that they got. And that's just it. Okay? Let's move back onto this. As Clue's talking about people networking, supporting people in this content space, and making an effort to fucking share audiences. And that's what I feel like is the important thing to build to build the algorithms around your content and also build your connections within the industry. It's two separate things, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's two separate things. Like, and that's why, like, mentioning each other, sometimes controversial ways, sometimes on a just letting people know that, you know, we acknowledge each other is good for content, because it means that people will, you know, like, people that watch will have an invested interest in you know, sharing the audiences between the two content creators. You get me? Why don't you stream? Bro, you know what? I've just started to learn how to do IRL stream. I've been looking into it. I've been even looking to buy little things to IRL stream, like charger packs for the phones. I've bought an app to stream on, Streamlab, and I did do a stream in the barbershop. Every time I go to the barbershop on a Thursday or a Wednesday, I'm going to stream that. So I'm going to stream that interaction between me and the barber and whoever's in the barbers, because it's raw funny. You get what I'm saying? Me and Little J are going to do some sick streams. You get what I'm saying? When we went down to Kid and Chinks' show, we should have streamed that. I might just go to the next one and stream the whole journey, because you don't understand how much jokes we get, bro. When I'm with Little J, not naturally, bro. It's just a funny time, bro. Like, even little things, like, we'll go to the pet station to get a drink. He's looking at the top shelf for a Red Bull, and he's like, bro, pass me one of those, please, bro. It's just hilarious, bro. You get me? But yeah, I am gonna get onto IRL. I am. I feel like you can do it. You live on another platform. What, right now? Yeah. This is on. You're on Twitch, yeah, bro. Yeah, live on YouTube as well. Live on YouTube and on Facebook. But yeah, I am going to get into the IRL streaming a lot more. I am just figuring out what equipment I need and how to go about it. I've done a little test run. If you look on the channel now, I've done a test run when I was in the Cine Studio last Thursday. I might start streaming just before we go live, if it's one of those type of episodes as well. So yeah, trust me, I am on this, and I'm gonna stay consistent. And I've figured out that I can't always be at the desktop, so it's gonna benefit me to stream. You get me?
How can you grow your business? Just like
to IRL stream, sorry.
Anything else you would do, whether you're on the roads or wherever you are, even if you're in work, you would look for overtime. There's things you do in it. So with content, you have to look at what can you talk on, what can you do. So I know we get slandered a lot for like just chatting, people would say, or there's no game in it. But if you listen close, there's always gems. Even when man are spazzing out, there's gems there. It's just that you probably choose not to listen. Remember, you listen with both ears, you know? So, yeah.
See, for me, yeah, when people call things low IQ and low vibrational, bro, you're still choosing to watch the content. Now, you can watch it for a disgusted ear. You can watch and listen to, like, to figure out different way that people think, different perspectives. There's loads of ways that you can learn off different pieces of information. Don't all have to be book smart shit. And let's stop acting like everyone cares about watching some highly intelligent content, because you don't. Some of you will probably watch. Oh man, I remember I used to be in jail, yeah, and there's man that come to jail, and then they're acting like I'm talking about man that's on road, yeah, ain't learned a thing, come to jail, and when act like they're coming out of jail, like they've read some mad books, and they're coming out some book smart people. Don't get me wrong, some people read books and they do get book smart, but some people that just act, their brain's not even taking in the information. You just want to seem a certain way, bro. You want to seem as if you're cool by picking up a book. You get me? Don't pick up the book unless you, well, yeah, I'm going to say it like this. Don't pick up a book unless you're ready to learn from it. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't pick up an activity unless you're willing to learn from it. Now, some people in this content space that don't know how to edit, they don't know how to make a thumbnail, and they don't know how to build an audience. If you don't know how to do any of them things, and you think you're gonna just jump in this space and have success, mate, I'm sorry, you got another thing, you know what I'm saying? Another thing coming. You've got to be able to learn how to fucking to get all the pieces of the puzzle done in order for you to be a success. If you can't do what others can do, how are you supposed to be any better than them? Do you get what I'm saying? And that is a lot of people's problems in this space. They feel like they make a bit of viral content. Yeah, they go viral on TikTok once or twice. And there's somebody, you get me? No, bro, you need to learn how to build your personal brand. You need to learn how to monetize off it. And you also need to know how to stay consistent. You know what I mean? And if you haven't got a team around you of people to stay consistent in the beginning, you're going to have to learn to do it yourself. You know?
Yeah, man. Everyone in the content space, like I said, keep going, man. It's easy for people to try and, you know, remove you from your space. It's not working. You should leave it alone and got to start somewhere. And seeing Kid and Chinks do what they're doing, phenomenal. You get what I'm saying? Where does it go for them? That's what I want to see. But man's a supporter of what they do. A lot of people saying to me like, oh, you was scared to fight Chinks, and that's fine. That's cool, bro. I've spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? I've got my opinion on it. So we'll leave it there. Chinks is cool. Kid, that's people's. Shout out, bro. Reaps, you already know.
Look at the American streamers compared to the UK's. We far off it. Some say it's the unemployed. It's for the what streaming's for the unemployed? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we're definitely far off. I think it should be less comparisons to us being anything like Americans, because we're not them, bro. They're very flamboyant people. They're very extrovert people, over the top people, and they're able to accept being, you know, spoken to in certain ways, controversy. They understand the importance of controversial content to a, I don't know, lower class audience that is fiending for entertainment. You get what I'm saying? And they give it to them. You know what I mean? Look how wrestling is in America and other things like that, bro. Like they slap it up. You know what I mean? They get their fucking, they come on. Do you ever see anyone in this country wear a hat with 2 beers attached to it with straws, so you don't have to leave the seat and you're just drinking? And then, whoa, yeah, dude. You get what I'm saying? We have people that just have a one lager there and just chill like this. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta understand, it's just totally different audiences, bro. But like, if you wanted to expand your audience to America, then yeah, you're probably gonna have to go a bit more crazy with it. But we've got YJ. Come on, bro, man. Don't bait me into that type of shit, bro. I'm not gonna bite the bullet. You today, UK farming, you are a troll, son. You're a troll. Americans King, you are a troll. You know exactly what you're doing. Americans are kings of degenerates. Yep, all of the above true. Yo, Clue been watching from Loc 08 times. Big up. Yo, Clue been watching from okay. Yeah, bro. Oh shit, what have I done here?
Or the pattern. Other than that, though, shout out Pinky Notes. I see he's making movements as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out Real Talk True Stories. I spoke to ASB and that anyway, D Gully, about Stinks' episode, and Stinks was right. I said this already. He was right. Podcasters definitely need to know more about the artists that are coming on.
I've seen Stinks say that. And to some extent, I'd agree. And some extent, I don't. Because see me personally, the way that Sinners Podcast was and is and has been, yeah, is that we could get anyone on the show. And it's supposed to be about finding an interest in people that you may not have heard of. So sometimes, when people come, we don't even know didn't even know who was coming. Sometimes certain people book guests and didn't tell, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying, didn't tell who was coming. and you just have to be able to conversate. You'd have to be able to get information out of them. You'd have to be able to get them to speak on things, that one is going to benefit them and two is going to benefit the platform. You get what I'm saying? That was just a podcast on a conversational basis. But then I guess, when we was doing the update show, it was more about inviting people on that are more present with their influence, have got things going on currently. So in that instance, that show was designed for you to actually have to know, well, somebody on the table would have to know something. There'd have to be some kind of research done about the person that's coming on, so that when they come on, we know exactly how to take the conversation based on what they got coming out or what's currently going on in their life. You get me? But yeah, in general though, on the normal podcast, people could come on the show and we not know nothing about them, but we're inviting people of influence and some people that's just starting the journey on. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's one of them ones where if he's treating them all the same and just understand that the power of conversation can get you to know someone, you wouldn't necessarily need to know that information. So yeah, there's two sides of it, man. But just because you don't know, you still got to be skilled at extracting information though. That's another thing. And not everyone understands that. Yeah. And because this podcast scene is so new, you'll start to slowly realize that some people are better at podcasting than others. And for me, having so many different people on the Sinners podcast has made it hard for it to be established as podcasting, because we have a lot of talking over each other. So do other podcasts like RTM and but when I look at, for me personally, like the roots of podcasting for me come from like the Joe Budden podcast and podcasts like that. And I like the way that they're able to have conversations, have arguments, and audio above and everything else to do with it, but still have structured podcasts where you can listen to understand what everyone's points, perspectives, and it's not messy. You get me?
And their catalogs and what they do and their last project, especially their last single, maybe. But it's looking healthy, man. You got Trillery Banks. She's popping up here and there.
Trillery Banks is a menace. She's a menace. She just come here and smoke, bro. I don't want no smoke with Trillery Banks. Trust me. I don't want it, bro. I'd rather just be a friend.
To do her thing. Who's next? Stanner's doing his thing. So this is more just a recognition segment.
Who's my top UK free streamers? If I'm being honest, I'm gonna have to say the people that I've actually watched on stream. Yeah. And that's gonna be HS, Ed Matthews, and then the third one is up in the air. I haven't really watched it. Oh, Jay Avalanche, but where the hell's he gone? Where is he? Bro. And this is part of the problem when you don't learn how to be consistent. People probably think that you're going to make money straight off the bat. Yeah. And potentially Jay Avalanche was on a good trajectory, but being on license and all those things got him shut down and had to water down his thing. And it's probably just not having the same effect as it was when he was just able to just be freely Jay Avalanche and troll the hell out of the place. You get me? Because I haven't really seen much from him since. In the background, he probably is planning a madness because he's with Spiller, and that guy, it seems like he's relentless when it comes to figuring this shit out, bro. Like, I can see what Spiller's about, bro. He's come from the roads. He wants to make it in this industry, and he will invest his time, money, and efforts into showing that he is somebody to be respected within this industry. You get me? And I respect that. You get me? But yeah, that's sort of that's what it looks like from Jay Avalanche, though. Is that probation's got a stranglehold on him. Content's watered down, and because of that fact, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it no more. How many top threes you gonna give me, bro? Skimine?
Segment. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I think it's important to do it. I think everybody knows the names I'm speaking of probably more than they know me, but I would still do it on my platform because it's just now and then nice to show support to everybody, because it's not every day that you might be talking to people or DMing people, but you can still let them know via this. Yo, man's watching from afar, man's a supporter. We all need to figure out how we can help everyone grow within the space, because it's not about excelling from your peers and looking down on people as if to say like, oh, I do more numbers than you, or I'm not really here for all of that.
And I respect Clue, you know, I respect him highly, yeah, because he's actually figuring things out, and you can tell that he's actually here for the longevity. He came in the game with a bang, yeah, which he needed to. Let's have it right. It gave him a leverage from the beginning that he probably wouldn't have had if he'd have just started talking about holding the meds in the very beginning, yeah. But he started to settle down into his content. He knows he needs to give the controversial element, but he's mixing it with understanding him. And a very important key factor as well is that part of his personal brand is to have his own language. What we're doing here, fucking, what's the other ones that he says? No! Yeah, straight. What's the other one that he says? What else does he say? He says something else. He says something else, but I can't remember. But yeah, he's consistent in his content. Yeah, he's just messing with what he can handle with him having a job and everything else going around him. And his content's just clean, bro. It's clean. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta respect him for that, bro. There's not many people that have come in the game and have understood that, you know, if you've got a base level of clean content, you can actually go far and utilize the fact that he's been a rapper before, all his resources, his links. Yeah, and he like ultimately, yeah, he's just doing his thing, bro. And he's given a good representation of coming from a certain place, yeah, and wanting to do different. Yeah, he's not acting like a bad man, he's not acting like a wicked guy. He's making you know that he's come from that. One thing that I was scared of is that he's going to go into the whole jail thing, and be consistently going on about that. But if you've come out now and you're working a job, yeah, and you've bought your house and you're doing a lot more, bro, then you're a lot more than just jail, bro. Like, you shouldn't be pigeonholing yourself to jail content. You get me? And I don't feel like you're going to be the biggest representation of what goes on in jail when there's people that have done a lot more time in jail and doing a lot of good content from there. You get me? But I'm just glad that he did do the jail thing, but he didn't fully stick to it, because I feel like I see a lot more from Clue. You get me? I feel like he's got a story that a lot of people can want to see and help themselves to like find themselves from converting from that type of life and then going into certain more normal. You get me? Yo, UK flip farming, you are on smoke today. Wait there 1 second. What are you saying here now? Speedy DVS is allegedly getting released this year. What's your opinion? What's my opinion on DVS? He had sick music, bro. I don't know the ins and outs of his situation, nor do I care, because I don't know the ins and outs. Now, if I was to know more, I might empathize with him, or I might disagree with his situation. I know it's some gangster shit that he's involved in. I know it's not all the way what we think it is. I just don't know. So, yeah, I'm happy to listen to what he's got to say when he comes out and form my opinion then. Until then, big up DVS all day. And, yeah. And do you remember Chucky from Birmingham, Speedy? Didn't he get set? Brother! What are you doing?
I appreciate any numbers I get. That's another thing we'll talk on briefly. Like, people always try and throw the numbers thing at you. Like, oh, your numbers are low. Your numbers are low. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I can see that. It doesn't bother me though. I'm still here every day, working, just doing my thing. What is it you're referring to anyway when you say, and it's people like Simon and that, you know, like the smokers. It's always people with no morals that throw shade on you, and you think, bad man, you smoke crack. You're telling me about numbers, my guy. I've never smoked crack, my guy. You're telling me about numbers. I can tell you about numbers. I can tell you about kitchens and gardens. You can tell me about train and foil and hospital rooms, my guy. But then you want to tell me about views, knowing that you forwarded talking about you needed to get onto Crew and Bouncer to get motion back. So all sorts of contradictions, my guy. I'm confused. But that's the smokers. We leave them over there. They're in the smokers' corner. And we still haven't seen the latest recruit. He's gone missing, as I said. Be on the look.
Clip farming, are you trying to say that my content's boring? Is that what you're saying? You saying what we're watching is boring? Huh? Or have you watched it already? Because you're asking me weird questions.
On a corner near you. But again, content creators, podcasters, salute to all of you. Salute to the pioneers, the Chuckies, the poets. Yeah, man. It's all love, man. It's all manners. It's all respect. Like, humble. Definitely humble. Yeah, can be comical, can be arrogant at times. But if you know me, man. What do they say? And it's definitely a wife-free zone. Don't give it if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a message for Simon as well. Stop giving verbal, big man, because we've seen how it ends up. You know? Yeah? We've seen the photos. Yeah, that was you. Hands and feet. For you. It's the lad there, man. Salute to all the content creators. Salute to all the podcasters. Keep doing your thing. This is a salute segment. You know? You never know what I might talk about tomorrow. Peace.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a content space. So I don't think a lot of people should take everything with a pinch of salt, bro. Like, I don't think anyone hates anyone. And anyone that's talking about anyone believes that they're relevant. So there's a level of respect there. You get me? But yeah, it's not really. It just is what it is, ain't it? It is what it is. I see the stuff between Marlo P and Fredo. Apparently, Marlo P's got his get back. But then I see now and remain relevant. You're saying that you just got a random geezer. It's all mad, bro. Like, what people would do just to say that they've reacted. You know what I mean? What we need to do is just learn to understand. Fucking, if it doesn't benefit us, why are we doing it? You know what I mean? But maybe that does. I don't know. I'm just trying rubbish, bro. Let me see what's going on RTM recently. Because you know what? I used to watch this religiously, bro. It used to be funny, bro. But when you start having to make a lot, oh shit! Oh my god! Right there. Oh, fucking. Sorry. So yeah, what's been going on Spray's podcast recently then? Basically, that's what I want to find out then. What is this guy called Tiny Spray? Is that his name? Is he actually Tiny Spray, or are they just calling him that? Should we go into this?
I know you to represent Ricky, bro. Ricky. You should be doing nothing at all to bring down the name or the legacy of Ricky. That's your place, bro. So yeah, you lot sort that out. And yeah, I still rate both of you. Even though I see Q was going mad. But I was leaving him to go mad because I knew I was in the wrong type of thing. Bare times he's saying madness. He's calling me a weirdo. He's going mad. But that's weird. So even when he's calling me a weirdo, I'm not, all right, weirdo, that's weird. You get me? You're talking to a man 1 week and then next week he's done that. So that's weird, isn't it? And I even replied a couple times on the show. I got him out of there still, but I've had to edit it out because I thought, you know what? I can't even bother with the back and forth and I'm in the wrong.
Yeah, that's what comes with it.
Because you get what I'm saying? I'm like, because I won't be wrong and strong. You get me? But I won't be right and weak as well. Like if I'm right, I'm strong with my. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I weren't going to talk about Purple Aki again, but I had to talk about him again because you're still standing on your lies about my BM. I'm not going to be right and weak. I need to get to the bottom of that when I'm in my right. When you know what I'm saying? When I'm in my right, let's get to the bottom of it. If you've got anything, put it out because I've got everything to put out. So my thing's fully loaded. So,
whoa, man, why'd him in when he was getting serious? Man, why'd him? Look at, and he's in the middle of doing the whole gun finger thing, and he just stops him in his tracks. These Londoners are weirdos, not gonna lie. There will be a boost, maybe a young boost, mini boost, a little boost.
But nah, it's not a way. It's bad people. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
that's serious.
Yeah. So anyway, with that Q, and I just think that should stay over there because even like obviously we all saw the thing that Crusto put out or whatever, and there was a lot of speculation. Me, Big Homie, Lambs, Prince of Darkness, Bam, Leader, Free Up, Warren, all of this stuff. Yeah. Never heard me speak on it once. My big platform. I don't even hear them speaking on it or whatever. But it's like see things to do with it, even down to me and C. Big up C. I see C's got a new show. Oh, I see that still. Your cousin C1. But anyway,
boy, I don't know that you still, but big him up. If that's my cousin, big up.
Bro, you're the one that told me that.
Yeah, my dad told me. My dad told me.
That's what I'm saying.
But my dad told me, so I don't know the youth.
I know.
See, if that's my cousin,
it's not a you.
But I don't know him. But I don't know him. But my cousin.
But don't do that.
But my dad showed me.
I know, but I said don't do that.
Yeah, man, no, but my dad showed me. But my dad showed me. My dad showed me that's my cousin. So that's all I can come up with.
That's what you said to me. So
yeah, so obviously my show.
Don't sit there.
So I said, yeah, my dad. I don't know him. I don't know him. But
yeah,
I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy.
Yeah,
I don't know him.
Say that.
Yo, Spray's thinking, don't disrespect my brethren live on air and make my brethren see that I'm taking disrespect from you. Yeah, as that's my brethren. Whether, like, you know what I'm saying? And my man is just like, just doing the Ute man thing, not caring, blood.
Sure, I'll stand on that. I don't know him.
Yeah. But he's badder than your dad.
But boy, I don't know him.
Yeah, he's badder than.
And that's the part there where Spray leaves himself open. Because that's very subjective and something that no one actually cares about. But you're now putting people under pressure to be on a badometer when, like, what really is that? You get what I'm saying? He's badder than your dad. What is that? What does that equate? Like, how do you equate the badness of that? You know what I mean? And who kind of cares?
Than your dad.
I don't know him.
And you know what I mean?
But apparently snitch.
No.
I don't know. But if that's my cousin,
but that's the only way I can. But I could get through to you. Badder than your dad.
Clearly not, because he snitched.
But he is like a young Spray. They're both doing the same.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Clearly not. But I don't know him in it. But big him up. Carry on.
He's badder than your dad.
But clearly not, because he snitched. But
snitched on what?
But I don't know. But that's my dad showed me. But my dad showed me. No, my dad showed me that's my cousin. Yeah. I don't know you. But you're saying people, but I'm hearing that you. I'm hearing that he snitched.
You're saying the you again. You're saying the you again.
Oh, my guy, my man.
Let's bring it back.
Don't do that.
I don't know him. I genuinely.
Oi! Oh my God! You know what's funny? Look at the shot where the camera is. And look at Spray's face. It's just entering the camera. Right there. you're saying the youth again. Whole Spray's thinking, oh my God, be a disrespect. Look. Alright, watch.
Better than your dad.
But clearly not, because he snitched. But
snitched on what?
But I don't know. But that's my dad showed me. But my dad showed me.
You that
no, my dad showed me that's my cousin. Yeah. I don't know you. But you're saying people. But I'm hearing that he. I'm hearing that he snitched.
You're saying.
You had to make him know. You're saying the youth again. He's coming into this camera shot to make him know. Yo, I'm gonna make sure I check you on this. This is going out, but my defense has to make sure it's seen proper.
Saying the you again. You're saying the you
Well,
again.
oh my, yeah, my guy, my man.
Let's
But
bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Don't do that.
I don't know him. I genuinely don't.
And she don't know what to do.
Don't come on my show.
If it was my
to think you're
cousin,
gonna
if it was my
disrespect
cousin,
any of
if it was my cousin,
don't come on my show thinking you're
bro.
gonna
If I knew
disrespect any of my
you, if
people.
I, oh sorry,
Bro.
You know this here, yeah. This little conversation, yeah, / argument, what you call it, yeah, reminds me like if you're like coming close to, let's say, like these ages now, 38, and you've got kids that are entering like 17, 18, they believe they know everything more than you. They believe that you can't school them. Well, certain ones in it, if you've gone up in certain ways, certain ones, bro. And these are the kind of, and you'd be sitting there thinking, yo, this youth thinks they're so bad. You get it? And it's just the way that they are at that age with like kind of careless. Adolescent ages, you're just careless, carefree. You're not really caring what adults saying because you believe that you're ready for the world. Like a lot of society will tell you at the age coming to 17, 18, you are an adult in a lot of ways. So that's what you actually believe. You get me? And it means that a lot of people start changing how they even have conversations, and who they respect. You know, and it does come back around full circle when you get to maybe a bit older. But these ages, yeah, you kind of trying to not take no checks from certain people, bro.
I mean, it's a habit. But if I knew my man, then
it doesn't.
It will be
matter.
different.
Yeah, but just
I would be able to know whether.
I promise you, yeah.
Still, let's
He probably
keep
don't
it
want to. He probably don't even want you to be his cousin either.
But obviously, my dad showed me that's
You know
my
what I mean?
cousin.
He
But my
probably
dad
don't even want you-
showed
Yeah,
me that's my
but for you-
cousin. If I don't know him, I can't turn around and vouch for whatever. But obviously, you're making a whole
No,
point
but you're
of cousin.
saying
You're
snitch. What did he snitch on?
I don't know. I
You just said he's
know.
a snitch.
Because because
what
people
did he
are showing
snitch
me.
on?
People are showing me.
What-
People are showing
Yeah,
me.
but then
who
if
did
you
he
People
can't-
are showing me, innit?
If you
Who
can't,
did he snitch on?
Bro, people are showing, man. Like,
The one thing I can see about Spray, yeah, is he knows that my man's just a youth for him, yeah, bro. If this was somebody else, a bit older blood, he would have been going on more wicked. But you can see, it's just a youth type thing. And then obviously, probably like, yeah, he's not going to be respected if he tries to bad up the youth anyway. But obviously, you can tell that you don't have, you know what I mean? Like, he's arguing with him, but he's not taking it to the next level. I don't know, maybe I ain't watched all of these clips. Potentially it could happen, but I can see that he's holding back because of the guy's age. I can see.
No, but you just growling. He's a snitch. But who did he snitch on?
obviously, big up Wayne Scotland. Obviously, you know what I mean?
What about Wayne?
Obviously, show man certain things or whatever, certain things, ammunition and information. Of course, information that obviously is speculations, allegations, and all of these things or whatever for everyone, bro. Everyone. You see one, me, everyone, bro.
Allegations about me.
Bro, it's not allegations about you, but obviously, bro,
need
just
to know.
but there's things that obviously you see with this GRM daily and whatever the case may be, and what he knows you in it, you know him in it, and he knows my dad as well. So obviously, ammunition, just if anyone goes too mad, that is there. But at the end of the day, my dad, he showed me that's my cousin. Yeah, man ain't gonna badmouth him. At the end of the day, I'm just saying I don't know him, innit?
You just badmouthed.
How that badmouth me saying I don't know him?
But
I'm just
think it is
saying I don't know him.
You know, like I hear it, like you're saying you don't know that cousin or whatever, not, but still he's a big
Literally.
man, so just
But yeah,
address him as a big man. Still.
but, yeah.
I hear it in it. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of this, that, this person done that. But you get it, unless you're there or whatever. Let's not get into the semantics of that.
But yeah,
what was you saying, Spray?
I'm following Wayne. I need to know what he's been telling me.
Did I just do that? Oh my god, what am I doing, blood? That didn't finish there, did it? Oh, what have I done, bro?
Genuinely,
Yeah, but don't come on my
If it was
show
my
to think you're
cousin,
gonna
if it was my
disrespect
cousin,
any of my
if it was my cousin,
don't come.
Dad showed me that's
You
my.
know
I don't.
He's a snitch, but who did he?
Or whatever. It's me. At the end of the day, my dad. Innit?
As a big man, still.
But yeah,
I need to know what he's been telling me.
hope you don't answer. For real.
Big bro. Yeah. Your reception's going mad though. Let me phone the WhatsApp. Yeah, so what was he saying? What was Wayne saying?
Obviously, Wayne was obviously just explaining to man, obviously, every situation that everything that you hear on the internet ain't true, bro. Do you get what I mean? Even when it comes to different situation, cool, like specifics, obviously, that's your people's, obviously. So he knows specifically about the whole GRM that it weren't actually gigs and these man and whatever the case. And
Yo, Shaman, you're live on this podcast, isn't it? Got A Money going mad, yes. So don't go mad. No, because he was just going mad, saying that, yeah, you know, Wayne Scotland, Wayne told me bare things. But he was just saying that Caesar snitch.
Obviously, my dad has obviously shown, man. My dad's
No, you said Wayne Scotland.
No, of course, I'm saying.
Why did you?
Yes, obviously, the reason why I've said that, is because obviously, not in terms of C1, but I'm saying, but Wayne has obviously shown, man, certain things that the internet, that not everything on the internet is true. That not everything on the internet is true, bro. It's true. Not everything. You see, even
so he didn't show you that.
In terms of
snitch.
No, but in terms of this GRM daily situation or whatever, how people are saying certain speculations about gigs or whatever the case, that not everything you hear on the internet is true, bro. Obviously, certain people are gonna push a narrative. Is that not what you showed me? Certain people are gonna push a narrative that whatever's gonna benefit them or whatever's gonna think. Do you get what I mean? At the end of the day, did you not show me the real Wayne? What's the real? The real is about remember the
big bro can't even believe this. I know big bro.
But I'm answering this question.
You know when a man's getting mad?
No, I'm answering because I'm answering this question. He's asking me what's the real. The real is obviously you see where there would be people like cool about this whole gig situation. How apparently it was gigs is people who did whatever the case may be. You're showing me obviously that it was not them. It was real. It was certain people from East or whatever the case may be.
It wasn't no one from East.
But I don't know. But remember, you don't know my generation. I'm not your generation. So at the end of the day, whatever I'm being told or informed, I'm just saying where it is.
I said these people from East. I say I was there. Where was I?
You wasn't. Yeah, you said you wasn't there.
So that's why I say don't get caught up in politics, because this is what people do. Everyone talks about everybody's situation, and no one don't know.
Literally,
big bro.
I fully agree with that. Everybody talks on everyone's situation, and nobody don't know blood. And you know what happens when this happens? It's just like you get caught up in the public opinion, the court of public opinion, and ultimately no one don't care, but they're quick to label people things. They label people snitches, this, that, and the other, and with lack of information. And then what happens is the sheep all follow and go on the same bandwagon. And then when one person says, "Nah, that person's all right," everyone switches back to that person's cool again, bro. Make up your own mind, and that's based off the character that you meet in front of you, not necessarily about information that's passed around. That's like Chinese whispers, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, anyway, this is dance.
But it's just
TMD knocked up, he met.
But yeah, bro. I feel like that. That tiny spray could be a good addition to the RTM podcast. If he was regular, it seems like he's got bare character, bro. Spray, try to keep him on the podcast, get him on the right track, and keep him working, man. Because yeah, man, that could be a good thing. One more thing before I wanted to go. I seen something, I seen something. And I was thinking, yo, what is this? I don't know if you lot are seeing this. Seen this the other day, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna go on stream and watch this with you lot. I just never really had time. So I started watching some of it anyway. Look. Have you lot seen this?
That's okay. We're legal. All right. Yeah, we're all right.
So he just said there's all Jakes outside and they're podcasting. Shout out Tiny Boost. That's Tiny Boost there. This is 90s Babies podcast. Subscribe to them. They're like one. You know what it is with 90s Baby podcast? Yeah, they're a massive podcast, isn't it? But for some reason, I'm just not in. They're in a different stratosphere, bro. Somewhere else, they're in that same stratosphere, like similar to like Shits and Gigs or something, bro. But they do big things and they get big guests and have good conversations. So they're way bigger than a lot of things that we see as respecting. You know what I mean? Like within the street podcast world. But yeah, I just don't know, man. But shout out to them, man.
Man said there's police outside.
They just have to be aware of where they are. I understand. You have to be aware that there's police outside. Yeah. But we're fine.
So Shensia, Jamaican.
Yeah. Hello.
Detective Sergeant Mitchell from CID.
What?
Smith. We believe there's a wanted person in the building, so we do need to check some IDs. You want to okay with that?
Who are you looking for?
We can't say that at the minute, but if you just check your ID, check some
This is mad. Have you seen it?
Fuck, you know.
What's actually going
Imagine you're doing a podcast, yeah, and you're just in your podcast building. The feds just walk in like this, bro.
Podcast.
Look at Boost. Boost looks nervous. Look.
I ain't got my ID on me though.
We're going to need to see some IDs.
Look at Boost though.
I got a picture, maybe.
I am spun, bro.
Find them.
Oh look, Boost has got his hands clearly on the chair. He don't want no one to believe that he's making any sort of movements. You can tell that Boost is just someone that's been encountered by the police bare times. So he ain't making no sort of movements. He's like this. You can see the PTSD in it.
Is this a prank?
Does this look like a prank? Sorry. What? Sorry, what's your name? You don't need to know my name in a minute.
Why wouldn't I need to know your
When I
name?
come into the room, I told you my name, didn't I?
Yes, I'm asking what's your name again. I'm not asking you anything which is crazy, right?
Okay, it's Detective Sergeant Mitchell.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm busting to the room and it's just. I understand. But can you understand how shocked I am?
We also I heard that, but we also didn't invite you, and you guys are just like barged in as well. So I'm very confused as to like, yeah.
And what's your name?
What's up?
Officer Buckley,
What are you looking for, boss?
Detective Chief Inspector.
Any ID?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, please. I need to see yours first, then I can show you mine.
Crazy.
Let me see yours, and then I can show you mine.
Sarge.
Whoa! Let me see yours, and then I'll show you mine. Mad.
Go outside. Hold on a minute. Is anybody aware what's in this bag? What bag is it? Inside your chair.
You're having me on, man.
I'm so confused right now.
Whose bag is this? Yours?
It's not my bag.
Well, whose bag is it?
I don't know whose bag it is.
Yours? Is it your bag? Well, you need to call this in. Get on response here ASAP. Take these two out, get them questioned. Right, could you come with me, please?
Yeah, no problem.
No
No
problem. One
problem.
at a time. No one else. Leave this building.
No problem.
Mental. The last place you would think, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you're cool. You're not even on that type of thing, but yeah, it's hard to speak on this one, man.
Do you know how much sentence it carries for having a firearm?
Look at Boost. You can see flashbacks. He's thinking about that jail cell, blood.
You don't think this is funny? Okay, I get this is a prank now.
We know it isn't you.
Okay.
We need to know because we do have a name. So you the guy there anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can you sit back down? Sit back down.
I think I heard. He's got the corridor and it says it's a prank. Because if that's what it is, Tiny Boost don't know nothing about this prank. I'm telling you.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
You have no idea who's going to get
No idea.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
We take you down to the station now.
Take
and we
me.
find out it's yours. You're going to be more
You not
trouble.
carry any pictures of your driving license or anything on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think so. I got a new phone.
How much go out? Yeah, I've got 7, 8.
Jokes.
Oh, the phone in, hasn't it? Okay.
Oh, no, where's the word?
Where's the ID?
I don't need a warrant when we're checking for someone. Yeah, not problem. Yeah. You're a vet, so no problem. That's fine.
Oh, that's what I did.
So is anybody gonna, while we're in the building, is anybody gonna say whose bag this is? For carrying illegal firearms up to 7 years inside. And this is serious now. Some of you have been laughing, but armed police are on.
Up to 7 years inside. What are you talking about? Not saying no, it's a fucking right. You can carry a lot more than that. Maybe on average you get 7, but it just depends on how much flipping sweets and whatever come. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The way. And it will be taking that gun down to the station and fingerprint it, and everybody will be coming down there. And it carries a 7.
This is where Boost is. look at this guy's face. What? Look at Boost. He's just thinking about that jail cell. I'm telling you.
7-year sentence.
Do you want to come with us as well? You also want to come with us?
You see that walk off there? He walked off, in a confident. Well, I ain't got nothing to do with anything. Look. Boost is thinking, oh shit. But he's not saying a word though. He's just playing it calm. But he's having flashbacks. He's definitely having flashbacks. He's preparing himself. He's thinking, I'm gonna need to go and get myself a player. I'm gonna need to get and get all my movies loaded up. I'm gonna have to get some trainers. You get what I'm saying? Some new tracksuits. You know, he's thinking about how can I pattern up my thing, especially if it goes left from now. How am I even gonna get them in there?
So what? Is anyone getting arrested?
No one's getting arrested at the minute. We identified. Fingerprint will be able to take everybody back down to the station.
Man said, "SWAT, is everyone getting arrested?"
Everyone to the station.
No one owns up to whose his bag is. We're going to take everyone to the station, and everyone will be fingerprinted. Get some prints off that gun, and then we're going to go from there.
No,
We can do any of that. I'm responsible.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, people come into the studio. I don't know who's in.
Hey, bro, man, stop laughing, man. Man, stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
This sort of studio.
Hey. Yo. Boost knows exactly how this can look. And he's thinking, yo, man, don't act too confident. Just cool yourselves. You get what I'm saying? Like, in this situation, he's thinking, bro, it don't matter whose it is. We all need to act together. Yeah? It's in here. So, don't act overconfident like you know it's not yours. Because you're going to make it look like it's mine. You get me? And ultimately, we can all bust case. But don't give out too much too early. That's why he's telling them, stop laughing. Carl, what are you laughing for? Yeah? Burner's just been found. and you're laughing like you are confident, like this definitely can't be yours. No, blood. Relax.
Do you know?
Hey, man, just hey, bro. Hey, keep the phone on. Keep the phone on. Don't worry, we're good.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Your son? Oh, nah, I'm all right. I'm all right here.
Fucking hell, blood.
So he analyzed it, kept it cool, calm, and collective. You get what I'm saying? All of those thoughts just stayed in his head, and he's thinking, yo. Cool, calm, and collective. But that's because he's been jail before. That's what I'm saying. When you haven't been before, bro, you would act like these. Like, but obviously, I don't know if this is like they're all in on the prank kind of thing. Like I said, and I'm guessing it's a prank. I haven't actually watched the full video. But I can't assume this is real, bro.
No, it's because he's got the coach. Where are they? I mean, like, one of you got something on there. But I'll tell you. I'm gonna okay, let's put them on like.
Actually, I'll say with the wrist.
Yeah. Cool. Just hold me like this. Yeah. I want that same day. Bro.
Listen, it's his bag. We're going to take this one. His bag.
So what's going on, bro?
No, we're going to take this one.
No, sorry.
Bro,
I live for my phone.
I'll get a phone call in a minute. Listen, don't worry about that. Listen, you're going to get sisters down there, no problem. I'm responsible still on the way. Just stay where you are. This building's unlocked anyway. Sit down. You sit down. I'm his manager. You might be his manager, but if you want to find out the police, do that. If that's a firearm, it carries a 7 years sentence. Why are you doing that? Because I just found a live firearm in the building.
So what? Are you taking him to the station? Oh really?
I ain't going no station.
I know you're not going no station. You think I ain't seen a gun before, man?
You know what? I please, man. Oh my God, I freaking know. That's for you.
Nah, but this is why these are sick, because even the thought of just doing that, bro, is just gonna bring attention to your podcast, bro, and it's something out the normal, bro. You get what I'm saying? I'm pissed. I didn't think of something like this. That's how you know it's sick. You know when you're pissed that an idea goes past you that someone else does. That's when you know it's a sick idea and that they fucking smashed it, bro. Because potentially that's gonna bring in views, and now they've just done a sick idea and I haven't done it. Piss. Sick. Sick.
What did I say? What did I say when I had the bag? I said, we're going to take the guns,
That's for you. I told you not to go. He was on point. He was on point.
That looks a bit off.
He was on point. Hey, it's cool. It's cool.
This guy here, yeah.
He was on it.
Come out. Yeah.
Bro, I told he was on point. Hey. No one folded.
Hey, there's a real criminal. He's in the back.
Is that Spiller? It's Spiller, innit? Did he sort this out? Or did he not know?
I am
There was a point where I was like, this has to be a joke.
Bro, I knew from the jump.
When he was laughing, I was like, he's laughing, but I don't know if but then when he came in, I was like, nah, the question that he said outside, it didn't seem like I'm in trouble enough.
We can run it. We can run it.
When he said police, I was thinking, all right, like, we're legal.
I cuz. That's good.
I've got my good fellas on the wall.
Hey. It's not nice, is it? Hey, don't put that out. You can't put it out.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
I was about to ask about bad number.
I've not done that. Sorry. You will be.
You call her. Tell her it's
You should have.
Nah, yeah, that don't look real though.
Bro.
And then when he came out laughing, I said, nah, this has to be real.
Yeah. Bro.
I was like, when Dennis came,
Who sorted out the prank? No, this is what I'm trying to figure out now. Who was actually involved in it?
nah, I was like, what are you doing? And then
It's only him. It's only him. It's only him.
It's always
You
quiet.
was Dustin. You know it's Dustin. You know it's Dustin. It's cool. It's calm. Nice.
I just want to know who sorted out the prank, man. It was a good prank.
Man, like, it's not no joke. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm like, bro, why is this guy always talking about this shit? I don't get it. He talk about it more than me, bro. You know what I mean?
He sold it to pounds as well, innit?
Exactly. That's what, mate. When I watched that, yeah, I said, this guy, I'm gonna get you. Like,
so that was for me.
That was for you.
So it was Boost in on it then. His acting skills was excellent, bro. I thought he was shook.
Full budget to get him, you know.
That was for you. That was for you. Because when you're saying, I'm like, bro, you gotta stop. Like, bro, it's real life, bro, man.
Nah, sick. If Boost sorted out that, bro, then he's sick. He's, you know what I'm saying? Internet ready, all that stuff. Shout out to Tiny Boost, man. Shout out to 90s Babies podcast and everyone else involved in podcasting, content. This ain't an easy game, you know, but, you know, something that you can enjoy whilst potentially making money. But one thing that I'm going to do is like I leave you like with a bit of wise words, is it's going to take some figuring out in terms of how you can make yourself relevant in this scene. And it's not as simple as buying cameras, this, that, and the other, and then you're just going to be somebody. No, you got to figure a lot of things out. There's a lot of things that you've got to understand about yourself, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there, that a lot of people just don't understand, bro. And they all are racing to be better than someone, or to be as big as someone, or to be in a better situation without understanding what it takes. You get what I'm saying? You're going to hear a lot of opinions, and you're going to hear a lot of people talking on shit. Yeah, like they're going to get somewhere. And brother, they just don't have the fundamentals to understand that, yo, it's not that easy. Don't think it is. And, you know, it can be. You can make it that easy, and through education. And one thing that you should never be afraid of, yeah, this is a good one. Don't ever be afraid of educating yourself. Yeah, a lot of people grow up here with trauma of what school was and how you didn't want to learn because of the circumstances, because you've seen the streets, because you wanted to be outside. Yeah, and at no particular age does it take for you to realize that you can educate yourself in multiple fields and become a better version of yourself. Learning things, yeah, is going to make you a better version of yourself. Networking with people and putting yourself in different circles that are not your own typical hood chatting shit circles, yeah, is going to be able to make you a better version. It will show you who you really are. Go hang out with some people that you wouldn't usually, yeah, and find out some new information. You'll find, yeah, that people will have a better love and support for you, yeah, than the people that are around you. And when you start learning to just network, yeah, I'm not telling you to beg no friends with nobody or nothing like that. I'm just telling you that we all experience going to different places and seeing different people, meeting different people. But what we tend to do is stick to our own. Yeah. I'm not telling you got to go and diss nobody to go and be with somebody else. I'm just telling you, don't be afraid to be open to making new friends or new networks. You get what I'm saying? Or utilize the people that are probably, so there's people that's probably screaming out to like show you love. And you're just probably looking at them like some kind of dude, bro, or something like that. And most of the time, it's not that, bro. It's not that. You're respecting people that got nothing for you or fucking talk in some wicked ass ways that just it means it's irrelevant to your life, bro. You get me? And I'm just talking to people that have come from similar places as me. And to do better in life, you gotta educate yourself. That's the message today. Just don't put yourself above education. It's gonna be the worst mistake you ever make because no matter how successful you are today, tomorrow you'll come across a hurdle that you can't cross, and that will stop your whole journey. Fuck all that, bro. We need to keep moving, keep pushing forward. And if you need any more help, or if you think that I'm someone that you're looking up to for inspiration, shout me a DM, man. I'll give you some private inspiration in whatever way I can. You get what I'm saying? I'm just making you know right now. Yeah, I own a gym. Yeah, I've owned this podcast, Sinners Podcast. Yeah, I've failed multiple times. I've had some good business moves. I used to import and export from China. We've got a welding company, fabrications. You get what I'm saying? And I've just been, I've experienced, I've learned a lot of things and experienced a lot of things. Currently renovating the house, learned a lot through that. You get what I'm saying? And, all those experiences have put me in a place where, I'm still having to figure things out, but yeah, I'm not in the worst position in the world. Let's just say that, innit? But I know there's people that are just starting their journey, or there's people that are trying to come off the roads and they're struggling for identity. Let's just say, you get me? I would say, bro, change circles. There's people out there that can show you different ways of living. Not everything's shoebox money and this, that, and the other, bro. You get me? Trust me about that. You don't even need money to even change your circumstances. Yeah. Stop thinking you need a certain amount of money. You don't need 100 bag, 200 bag, 300. You don't need that to change your circumstances. If you don't already have that, then maybe that's not you in that way. You get what I'm saying? And maybe you just need to change your circumstances. But let's just start today. Yeah. Monday's a new day. Yeah. Just wake up in the morning, go gym, and then let's just figure out some ish. You get what I'm saying? That's the gym. On my phone, there's people are going in and out of the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning. If you can hear that ping, 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 that's on my phone. You get me? So, yeah, man, just making you know, yeah. Big up to all years. Big up Mike Lowry. Big up Mike Lowry. You get what I'm saying? In the building. I hope everyone has a good start to the weekend tomorrow. Yeah. And it's productive. Yeah. And just meet me back here. And you know what? Please, yeah, because I believe a lot of you don't follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, please. Yeah. Shoot me a follow. Sinner_speed. Shoot me a follow. Yeah. And I'll see you lot later. Peace.